edition of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Andy in Boulder, Colorado. Hey, Andy, what's going on, brother?
Not much, Tom. How you been?
I'm great, man. Yourself?
Pretty good. Hey, congratulations on the grandbaby.
Yes, thank you. I know. Tommy just sent me a picture. I mean, it's gorgeous out right now. He just was taking him out for his first walk this morning.
All
He's
right.
growling and prowling already.
Yeah, I bet.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien at TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It's no one's truth but your own. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 40, NASDAQ up 107, S&P's up 16, gold contract up $23, traded at $18.45 an ounce. You got silver up 41 cents, $21.95 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $2.85, $112.44 a barrel, notes and bonds. 10-year note up 8 ticks, trading 119.22. The 30-year up 6 at 140.16. And King Dollar. King Dollar's down 1,091 ticks, trading out at 102.719. Euro's at 105. Yen's at 120.73. And the British pound is at 125 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have? Okay, I'm going to go to the futures first. I want to take a look at this futures contract and figure where we're going to be in the next 60 minutes. So we take a look at the contract, and what you're going to see here is that bottom line, this morning right at the get-go, you got up to this price point of $39.20. You pulled back a little, got to a higher high. Got to 39.36, and we just tested it. So let me see how many minutes are left in this 10-minute one. 1 second. Okay, where are you? Okay, so there's 1 minute left. So the last bar had 49,000, and we're at 50,000. So you're taking it out with volume. The real question is going to be, can it stay over this 36? 39.36, the number to keep an eye on right now. So this is the futures, right? Now, let me go do the NDX. We'll do the NDX next. This is going to be a little tricky one here. The indices in general, and I'll explain why, whether this is a rejection of lower price and you're going to get a bounce, or you're building cause. But we'll have this figured out. You just got to take it's going to depend on where we close out here, folks. So if we take a look at the NDX, what you had the first leg up. That was the leg at 11,978. Okay. Then the next leg got us up to the price point of 12,076. Now, the number to keep your eye on in the Qs, the NQs rather, is going to be this 11,978. That's where we are. You get underneath that, bottom line, this can go all the way back down to the, let's see, this 11,795. So that's almost a couple hundred points down. We go to the SPY, we'll put this up, and this is where I want to show you what we're looking at here. So when you look at the SPY, folks, what you have is this, is that you have 75 million shares traded. You're going into 125. So there's no doubt you have light volume. What happens when you come down as hard as we came down yesterday, it takes huge amounts of energy out of the market. Now, normally, if you're going to get a decent bounce, what happens is that you would go much lower today and tomorrow. That would be the first washout, and then you get a decent bounce. This is probably the one thing, if you're a bull, that you don't want to happen. And this is why, because this is the building cause. And specifically, if the S&Ps, okay, close at the highs of today, that's cool. You're going to get a bounce. If the S&Ps give it up, not much, that's the building cause, man. And in the SPY, I would say that the number to keep your eye on would be actually, if you close under 390.56, which was the low of yesterday, that's definitely a bad scene. You know, we close flat. It's a toss-up. We go take a look at the NDX 100, the 3 Qs. What you have with the 3 Qs out here, bottom line, the differential in the 3 Qs is that what we actually have in the 3 Qs is that you are going to have higher volume. Now, it's certainly not as much volume as it's trying to get into, which is that 184 level, a 284 level, rather. We got down to 287. You're at 292.40 right now. And as I just said, when they pulled up the NQs look to me like they're going to give it up coming into the close here. We pull this back up again. And the reason I'm saying that is that what has happened is this, is that you can see this, is that the NQs couldn't make it. We had the S&P make it over the high that was generated out here at 1140 this morning. The NQs couldn't, and the NQs are really pretty close to this 976 area. Right now, you're 10 points over. That 976 area is crucial because the bottom line is that you get underneath that, man, that would be saying that you spike at 1140, got over it, had light volume. The spike we just had high light volume, 14,000 contracts versus 43,000 contracts. So this is going to be a pretty cool hour as we come through this hour. Gold contract, bottom line, gold's on its way. And what you have, gold's up 23 bucks. What we have out here is that GC. Okay, so we're rolling contracts here. Gold, yeah, we just broke the downtrend. We just broke the downtrend. Now, what's cool about gold right now, folks, is this. You not only just broke the downtrend, but you did finish your ABC structure off. Remember, the ABC structure down was at the 1788. We made it to 1785, had lighter volume. Now, what you have out here today is you get a nice day of strength. So gold should start making its way up to the 2009 level now. Now, King Dollar. Let's go to King Dollar. So this is the first day that we've actually got some follow-through on King Dollar. King Dollar is down 1,046 ticks. You know, if we can finish the week off down here, it'd be really cool, man, because that'd be a big failure. It looks to me, though, that, you know, we very well could get to lower price. And this is where the divergence comes also. Stay right there. We'll talk about it as soon as we come back.
Of booming inflation, where your purchasing power is eroded, there's no better place to protect your hard-earned money than in gold. Vista Gold's flagship asset is the Mount Todd Gold Project in the Northern Territory of Australia. This is Australia's largest undeveloped gold project. We are talking a world-class gold project in a Tier 1 mining district. This is a large-scale, low-cost project with significant existing infrastructure in a politically safe and friendly mining jurisdiction. Vista Gold just completed the Mount Todd feasibility study, which resulted in a 7 million ounce gold reserve and a 16-year mine life. All of this, combined with the approvals of all major operational as well as environmental permits. This distinguishes Mount Todd as an attractive, de-risk partner, ready development stage gold project. Vista Gold trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol VGZ.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN. Educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com. Educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is down 112. NASDAQ is up 39. S&Ps are off 8. Now, check this out, folks, because this is going to be pretty cool. So Janet Yellen today. Janet Yellen's in Bonn, Germany, right, doing some kind of a meeting. And she rejected any idea that the Federal Reserve and its counterparts should boost their inflation target, given the importance of stable price expectations at a time when living costs are surging. This is her quote, I don't immediately see that as a reason to change the inflation target, Yellen told reporters Thursday in Bonn, referring to the potential of deglobalization to boost the trend rate of price increases. The challenge is to meet the inflation target that have been established. Okay, so if you haven't been over to our website, folks, and got into our Tiger Room, right? Please do it. It's $1 for the year, and when you have markets markets in general. Okay, just picture communities in general. The reason that communities in general are so strong, folks, because we have tigers and tigresses, human beings being together, putting ideas together to get the whole. So yesterday, at the end of the day, there's a bunch of us, we're talking in there, and we're saying, okay, how long do you think that the Fed can stay where they are, right? So the really cool thing here is this, is that we know that you can't have prices like they are, okay? That's granted. But we also know, well, this is my take on it, that you can't go from an easy money aspect that really started with the Greenspan put all the way up to 4 months ago, right? Okay, so you have that. That's real, right? What's also real is that the Fed is turning around and, the bottom line is that you get inflation running 8, 10, 12%. If they're saying 8, we're at 12 or 13, right? And you can see this Fed fund rate I just put up here, folks. Okay, so the Fed fund rate right now, with them going up, is 0.75 to 1%. Well, they say they want to put that to 2.5%. Now, granted, I expect that they want to do it. But my take right now, after this conversation last night with even the Tigers, and you really start thinking about it, they're going to have to back off. And the reason they're going to have to back off, and I don't expect this, what they'll do is this. They'll go up again, and what will end up happening is the acceleration, because there's going to be so much pressure in the broad markets, that they're going to be stuck. And they're going to be stuck because they've had very inexpensive money for so long. And guess what? You can't cut off both arms and both legs simultaneously. And what I think you'll get there, you'll get a flattening out of the market. You'll have gold, silver, and metals will go to the moon at that point, because then this will be a big decision, and there's going to be a lot of flack on it, because there's plenty of people that are going to say, oh, they didn't have any guts, they couldn't do it, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. The bottom line, folks, is that I don't think you can actually raise them that quick, because the amount of destruction that's already laid in the foundation will be too much. And, you know, we'll see where this goes. But the more I keep thinking about it, it says, you know what, man, it's not going to happen. They're going to push it. They'll push it in June. I don't know if they're going to push it in July. Well, here, let's look at these Fed meetings. If we look at these Fed meetings, they make it down to a quarter. Let's see. Okay, so the Fed meetings, where are you? Okay. Calendar. Okay, so the calendar goes like this. Okay, so you have June 15th. Yeah, I can see them do June 15th. They're not going to do July. It's not. If they do July, man, let me tell you something. What's going to happen is, yeah, they're smart enough too. Okay, there's going to be enough destruction that they just follow through on June 15th. And then what will end up happening is that, you know, the aspect that's going to be July, I think it's going to back off. It'll be maybe a quarter. It's not going to be another half. Because all you really have to do, when I was listening to Tommy's show this morning, right? I mean, the amount of dollars that went south, folks, is incredible. He was talking about Tesla, since Elon Musk wanted to go after Twitter. Tesla's lost $400 billion in market cap. You know, well, Tesla shouldn't be worth what it's worth anyway. But the bottom line is that there's a lot of equities that shouldn't be worth what they're worth. But guess what? You can't bring them all down at once, because what you have is that you have plenty of players, plenty of people, you, me, everyone else, that, you know, bottom line is that, you know, your signatures are worth less money, your accounts are worth less money, and that's just not the way that the deal runs. So this is going to get really intriguing watching this whole thing shake out. But that's where I think we're going. We'll see. Let's go to John in Philly. John, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, I like that give and take, that discussion back and forth, trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah, I know. We like this mental calisthenics, John. You do them every day in the den in the morning. So, folks, you know, I just talked about the Tigers Den. So, John is in the Tigers Den every morning. And as soon as you get in, now he lays out all these scenarios at 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. That alone is worth, you know, to get in the Tigers Den. You know, I mean.
Yeah, I tell you
thank
what,
you, man.
The one who doesn't find it worth that much is my wife.
I can't help you with that one, man.
No, you can't. No, you can't, exactly. Hey, what you can help me with, Tom, is silver. Before I get going on that, Tom, you've been remarking about the dollar index. I just have to remark to you that the dollar versus the euro, the yen, the Chinese yuan, and the Russian ruble, the dollar is starting to come off in all four of those. So that is something to watch. So thanks for sharing that. I just had to give you those micro details. Tom, on silver, can you share with me, do you see in the chart patterns and the volume that you see, that the potential, the prospect for a rally phase beginning now? Full disclosure, I bought I tried buying silver a couple weeks ago, took a hit on it. I bought it again yesterday. My thinking is that move below 2150, a nest of prior lows on the weekly charts down to 2050 and snap right back is a potential bear trap to a bottom. In other words, running the shorts, cleaning them out, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you know what's cool there, John, is that you got an ABC up. Here's just stay right there. Come right back. But you're taking out the B point. Bottom line is that the B point was at 21.95. Let's call it 22. Yeah, stay right there. Come right back, John.
If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
TFNN has just launched their new trading room, the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. And now they are expanding their reach with the Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. In the Tiger's Den, you can look over the shoulders of Tom O'Brien and the other TFNN hosts while they analyze charts during their live Tiger TV programs, and join an interactive trading community with hundreds of members exchanging ideas. Interact with other tigers and tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day, even at night and on the weekends. The Tiger's Den at Discord is accessible on mobile or tablets as well, so it's always at your reach. To sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders, just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Chart allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 219. You get the NASDAQ off 16. S&Ps are off 23. We're talking about, man, John from Philly. We're talking about silver. And, you get action here, man. I suspect, John, just like you said, it's that dollar. The dollar's down over 1,000 ticks. This is an ABC up. It's a small one, but I love this when, at the beginning of the program, John, I was talking about the aspect of gold had rejected lower price, finished the ABC structure down, then finally got some strength today. Silver, same way. And to me, this is a break of a downtrend, and silver should make its way now to that last swing high of that 26,575. And if we go,
thanks on that, Tom. Yeah, that on that silver, that bear trap potential is something that strikes me as particularly or potentially bullish. On that gold, I have to thank you. It was now I bought gold Monday amidst that decline. I did it for a number of reasons. Then Monday afternoon, you showed something I had forgotten to look at. Namely, Monday's low on that gold was 1785. that tested and rejected, I think it was that December low at 1783. And
Yes.
of course, that's a higher low itself against that double bottom down at 1676. So those declines the past couple of weeks, they have the earmarks for me as flushes to clear the decks. Larry Pesavento, give him lots of credit as a short-term trader. He's been making very good money shorting it.
Yes.
But I get the sense that lots of people now are kind of like focused on the short side of those, which is the environment that can lead to bottoms and subsequent rallies.
It can.
I don't know if that happens here, but I've seen it before.
No, and we also have, John, is that, what has happened, folks, in the metals market, if anyone that's in the metals market, realistically, fundamentally, you have to scratch your head, man. Because guess what? Inflation's raging, and, gold is held up, but it certainly hasn't gone forward. So it's like, okay, we know how this goes, meaning when you're in this gold market, folks, what ends up happening, you go through the trials, the tribulations, and then all of a sudden you get the run. And, and that's what John's talking about. Yeah.
I'll just have to share this. You know this, but many of your listeners do not. The reason I discovered you long ago, and it was circa 2005, and that was back in the day. You recall that's when Gold Corp was doing a deal to take over half of Placer Dome. I think it was Barrick was taking the other half. But
Glamis, I think. Glamis, right? It was Glamis, I think, right? Maybe.
Yeah, it was back in those days. I was having trouble finding resources on gold and silver, the metals, and the miners. And it was my poking around the internet where I found TFNN on Boston streaming radio. I forget the station, but that's where I heard you first.
Yeah. WBNW. Yep, exactly.
Been a very long time, so many thanks to you. Appreciate that.
Thank you, man. You're such a contributor to the den. We all love you, man. Thank you so much, man. Cooking, brother.
Thanks over, Tom.
Thanks, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's go to John in Wellesley. John, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom. How are you? This is John from Wellfleet, Cape Cod.
Wellfleet. Oh, man, how you been?
I've been good. It's just calling from the shark capital of the world.
I know, man.
where you're only allowed to go in the water up to your ankles, and if you dare, maybe up to your knees.
Wow. It's wild. One of the people in the den were talking about one of the first sightings have already happened, right?
Yeah, actually, we had a sighting of an orca, which they love to eat great white sharks. So we want to have all the orcas we want and possibly somehow encouraged to come here.
Wow, I didn't realize what you just said. I was thinking he did say an orca. I thought it was a great white. So the orcas eat the great whites. Oh, man, this is intense. Man, I'm glad we're not fish.
They do it in a fantastic way. It's really interesting. They actually slice the shark right by its liver, and then they take the liver out and eat the liver, and then they leave the rest of the carcass.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then once they do that to one great white shark, all the rest of the great whites, they'll disappear for a very, very long time. So we're hoping that one of these orcas takes a few of those great whites out.
Wow, unreal. Well, you live in a beautiful place. That's the bottom line. Yeah, so pretty cool.
Thank you. It is beautiful. National seashore, protected by President Kennedy, for the enjoyment of tourists and people. And
exactly, right.
Yeah.
So what are we going to look at today?
Well, I wanted to get your take. I mean, I've been following uranium for a long, long time, and, there's the URA, which is the Global X Uranium ETF. I think about 25% of the holding is Cameco.
Okay.
And then there's the Sprott Uranium Trust, which is a fairly new vehicle. It's a SRUUF. And, the uranium market, I think, is really been beaten down. I think it's got nowhere to go but up. And not too many people have been following it. But just the URA alone, I mean, it's pretty close to, a 3-year low. And it looks like the chart looks pretty good to me. If you want to take a peek at it, let me know.
Absolutely.
Also, I mean, just for holding it, you're going to get 5.6% in terms of a dividend yield just for holding it.
For the URA?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, I see. 21% sprout. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at it. You got URA, and the low out here for the year is 17, the high is 31, you're trading at 20. Let's see what we got. Where's the, oh, I see, okay. It's so fun. I'm so used to equities, John, I was just pulling up the, like if they make any money. Okay, so yeah, no, I like what's happening here. Now watch this, folks, okay? So you came down, and this is probably typical of a lot of metals right now. So last week you got down to a price point of 1860. You did 4.6 million, and the swing low was 1871 with 4.2 million. 4.2. 4.6. Okay, you got to watch. Here, let me pull this back a little bit more. That's tricky when you still had more volume. But is that the breakout area?
The 3-year weekly, and it looks pretty good on a 3-year basis.
No, it does. It does. Hey, listen, right now it looks like you get a good bounce going. There's no doubt. I mean, this is almost, kind of like the gold or silver chart right now. It really is. It's you come down to.
It's just that, it's. I know the XLE, people are trying to chase that, and I think that's probably going to come down a bit more before it goes back up. But this is an energy play. And,
right.
As far as the oil market, and then, we're looking into alternative energy sources. This has been around for decades, and I think eventually people are going to start looking at uranium again. And
no, listen, I agree. I mean, I read that whole thesis. What has happened, folks, is this. There's no doubt atomic plants have a bad name. But the new atomic plants, man, my understanding is that those things are safe, man. And, you want real power. Well, that's real power, man,
Well, it's a matter of economics.
It is.
Solar's
John,
not going to do it, neither is wind. And if the current administration doesn't like oil, what's the alternative?
You have a great one, a safe one, man. Great talking to you.
Thank you.
Take care, man. Bye-bye. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 259. You get the NASDAQ off 31. S&Ps are off 27. Let's just look at the Dow for a second here, because I want to see where this B point is. It broke its B. Okay, so it's going to close right 31,328. 328? No, 228. Yeah, 228 or 241. This would be really dangerous if this is where the Dow closes. We close right here. What I mean by that, folks, is this. Tomorrow's option expiration, and you're going to have volume tomorrow. So what would end up happening is that the Dow already crossed its B point. The NASDAQ and the S&Ps didn't. Hey, we'll see where they're going to go after them. Let's go to our man, Andy, in Colorado. Andy, what's going on, brother?
Tom, how you been?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Can't complain. Hey, I just want to say I really appreciate you and your team. I remember back in September and October last year, you guys were reminding us all that the QE was going to stop. And so back then I started going ahead and moving into a cash position, just selling at the tops, no longer buying at the dips.
Nice.
I would play occasionally every once in a while, but now I'm like 60% cash, and I don't know what to do.
Keep it right in your
pocket. It's a good problem to have, but I'm just itching to get back in. And also, your show the other day on the Luna and Terra crypto, that was just awesome. Thank you very much for putting that out and letting us know, what's going on, at least in that situation.
We appreciate you growling and prowling with us. So you know what's so cool, man? Folks, this is what ends up happening. So picture, if I go back in time, like how this started, remember, there's plenty of people that hear. So when we have these dialogues also, it makes us all, it wouldn't be smarter, but I think we can make better choices for ourselves. That's the point. Because we all do mental calisthenics. And, you've seen, when you see cycles, my take is this. You can teach people anything. We can learn anything. But when you go through cycles, you learn a lot more, right? That's just a reality, so.
Right, yeah, totally. Yeah. I was born in 65, so I got to experience as a kid how hard the 70s were, and it was pretty hard for me and my family, and went through all that. And so I've seen this before.
Right. Right.
So do you, to your point that you were making earlier, you're thinking that the Fed might just go ahead and just pivot back from a QT back to a QE?
I don't think they go back to a QE, but what they'll do is they're gonna back off on this rate structure going up so quickly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because now listen, this is a new thought from last night. Because it might take prior. Just because this market's come down so fast. We definitely know. Like my take is we'll go a lot lower. But what I've found is this. Is that you can lose money, folks, right? But if you lose money like in tranches, like, say you lose money here, then you go sideways for a while, lose money here, you kind of get used to it, okay? I'm not saying that's good. I'm just saying that is the normal human, species, you know what I mean? So, and I just think that, man, if they go half, you know, they're going to basically wreck the economy. They're not going to do. We're going into a recession. My take is we're going into a recession. I was at Home Depot today, and I know you have rentals. I got rentals, right. and it's really a trip, folks. Okay, and what happened is that I'm looking around and I'm realizing, how many people, are in the home business, man. And I'm saying, oh man, this is going to be so sad, because what happens, even at the beginning of downdrafts, everyone tightens up. And when you tighten up, that means less people have jobs. So it's pretty intense, right. Man. And, you get the gist of it. It's, I can go on, but it's.
So what are you thinking? Is there any safe place to go? I mean,
There's not.
No, not even commodities.
Well, no, I'm all in the gold market. I like that, but you know me, I've been in it. I like it. I go in it. I go out of it. Right now, to me, I'm happy with the gold market.
Yeah.
And it's, and I'm not suggesting everyone goes in the gold market, folks, because it's vicious. But I've been doing this a long time, and I'm not over my head, but I get a good chunk in there, man. Because my take, because if I'm correct in the aspect that let's say that on the July one, they only go a quarter, gold will go to the moon. If they change this to a quarter, let me tell you something. And the market will go to the moon too. And that might be, then they'll figure out that, hey man, okay, this is a good way of doing it. We can go a half, a quarter, let the market bounce back up, bang, hit them with a half again, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's where I think we're at.
Okay, so they're just going to snooker us back in.
Yes.
Again.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yes. Great word. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So I finally started getting some coins, started, my little coin collection, let's say, back in December, and I really appreciate all your advice that you've given over the years, and it's kind of fun. It's exciting, and so that's nice. So I guess I'll just sit on my hands.
Cash is going to be king, man. That's the bottom line.
All right.
Yeah. Cooking, brother.
That sounds good, Tom. Thanks again.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go take a look at these markets, folks. Okay, so let's go to the Qs first. Okay, so, yeah, this is not good with the Qs. See, this is building cause to go after the low tomorrow. And what's happening tomorrow, folks, is option expiration. So we will get volume tomorrow. And if we lay here in the Qs like this, man, we're going right after it. And, hey, it's going to be one of those deals that it doesn't look to me like it'd be too hard to break the B point. The B point on the Qs is that 284 number, 284.94. We take a look at the SPYs. Setting up the same way, man. Setting up the same way. So, remember, if you're even just trying to protect the portfolio for a day, folks, don't forget that, you do have those choices that you could just do a 1-to-1 bear ETF to just basically offset something. You know what I mean? If you there's not too many other ways to protect yourself. You sell, we know that the bottom line, you sell, you take the loss, yeah. Let's go. Oh, here, TWTR. Well, one of the targets is saying that, yeah, Bloomberg's writing an article about that. They think Twitter's still on. Elon Musk is still on. I wouldn't believe Elon Musk in a second. I wouldn't invest with them in a second. This is my take on Elon Musk. Elon Musk has figured out, and it's pretty easy to figure out. I figured this out a long time ago. You heard me say it. If you are on social media the whole time, they're all sheep, folks. That whole social media thing, that's the corral them up, baby. Let's go. Elon Musk has everyone so corralled. It's so simple for him, it's sick. Okay? And what does he do? Sucks the money right out of them. Time after time after time. Okay? I am not a fan of Elon Musk, period. He's a deviant person in a monster way. Stay right there, folks. Coming back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down 268, Nasdaq's off 41, S&Ps are off 27. So, bottom line, folks, you better hold on for the ride tomorrow morning because this is not looking cool. So the Dow is going to finish right at the B point. The B point is this 31,228 right now at 31,248. You're not going to have the volume out here today. There's no doubt about that. Bottom line, it'll go for it again tomorrow. S&Ps, same type of setup inside the S&Ps. You know, what you have with the S&Ps right now is that the SPY is trading down 230. It failed on price. The B point on the SPYs is this 385. And just let's do the Qs. The Qs. Now, the thing that's wild about this, the Qs, same setup. And the B point on the Qs is that low out there that's that 284. Now, the reason that I'm saying that I suspect it's going to go after it, because the dollar's down 998 ticks. So if we had gone higher today, folks, okay, you know, and we had rejected those lows, I'd be like, okay, man, then I'd be looking at that and say, okay, the dollar is helping the market. Well, the dollar is helping the metals market, no doubt, but it's not happening the broad market. That's what seems to be happening here. So, you know, protect yourself. And what is surprising is that the IWM didn't even hold price, you know, and that bottom line, the IWM, you know, the small caps were the stronger ones. And as I said a little bit earlier, you have a monthly and a weekly option expiration tomorrow, so we're going to get the volume. So if you break that B point, hold on, because you know that these are big numbers on the way down, and it's not pretty. You can get a rejection, but I just want you to understand something. If you break that B point, that's going to be a straight line move. And we got plenty of time before the holiday, before the end of the month. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night, folks. Have a safe night. Come back and visit Tommy tomorrow morning. Kicks us off 9 o'clock in the morning. You're going to want to know where this baby's going, folks. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Go get him, folks.